So Captcha, completely automated procedures for telling computers and humans apart. And we all know Captchas, right? So it's that annoying thing that pops up that makes you look at some picture, it's usually some blurry picture of some words that you can barely make out, right? And you have to type in, what you're seeing there, and then usually you have to do it about 4 or 5 times before you actually get it right. And so, so the first part is kind of a cute thing. Somebody posted a video. It was somebody by the name of Matt Unsworth posted a YouTube video showing how effective Captcha can actually be. So he actually had a mechanical robot arm with a capacitive stylus in the hand, and basically was on the mouse pad and just had the robot sort of make a couple of movements when he had a, I'm not a robot checkbox, and the robot basically goes over, finally gets over to where the spot is, right? Makes a couple little hesitant moves like a human would, and then once he gets to the spot, he has the robot kind of tap it, and you get the little circle and the check marks.
I didn't realize that that's how that worked. So those captchas are actually tracking the mouse pointer to see if there's some randomness in there.
Exactly.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So it's doing some sort of checking there, and so it's looking for probably some sort of randomness, right? Some sort of hesitation, whatever it may be, and then figures out, oh yeah, there's enough hesitation in there. When he checks the box, that's probably not a.
I know we're on a bad track right away when we start programming robots to be imperfect like humans. But
Exactly. So the video, obviously clearly shows that he was able to fool the Captcha into believing that this robot was actually a human. To which the video ends with the robot moving the pencil away from the laptop and then doing what they call a mic drop. So he drops the pen, and then he actually draws these little funny sunglasses on the robot because he actually has these squiggly eyes on the robot. So cute. But the second part of this is the story actually talked about this new service that Google is now introducing. It's actually in beta right now, and it's actually called Invisible Recaptcha. So this is supposed to be the next evolution of Captcha. And so in essence, and there's not much, it's in beta right now, so there's not much information about the inner workings behind how they're doing it. But the interesting thing is that it now doesn't use the traditional, like, oh, how is a person moving their mouse? Is it from what I understand, it's actually using everything that sort of Google knows about the person sitting behind the keyboard. So it's actually going in and looking at, like, oh, is this user logged in on another tab on Gmail? Like, do I know this user? Is they, so it's using other things that it knows, history, in the browser to understand, like, oh, this person usually browses to this kind of stuff. Is this somewhere in that realm of things that this user would do? So it's doing some sort of analytics on the background to understand what is this actually a person or not? And then you click the button and it already knows whether or not you're a robot or not by the time you click the button. And so the invisible part is that they really don't even need a button anymore. Right? So in essence, you can now, and in its beta form, there's 3 ways that you can do it. This automatic binding the challenge to a button. You can programmatically bind the challenge to a button, which in essence means you drop a little bit of JavaScript into your web page, and you can create your own button for somebody to click. Right? And it basically does all this analytics in the background. You click the button and it lets you know. And the other way is actually no button at all. You browse to the website, and the website, as soon as you get there, already knows whether or not you are or not a robot. Don't need the button anymore. So the invisible reCAPTCHA.